Please welcome Janet. Janet with Curious Cryptics, Janet Gray.
So who enjoys doing cryptic crosswords?
That would do it.
Who just can't make any sense out of them whatsoever? Well, you're in for a treat. So today I'll attempt to shed some light into the mysterious world of cryptics. But firstly, so why would you even bother? So cryptics have been shown to activate quite a lot of areas of the brain while you're doing them. So they help to keep your brain fit and nimble as you decline into old age. And not only that, there can be great pleasure in when you finally get to solve a really tricky clue. And also they can sometimes be cleverly funny, leading to real laugh out loud moments, which can be slightly embarrassing when you're sitting on the train. So your average everyday quick crossword gives you one word to help you solve a clue. And there can be a number of different answers. But cryptic crosswords, on the other hand, give you an extra set of clues to help you find the answer. So with a cryptic crossword, you have the definition is one part of the clue, and the rest of it is the wordplay, which helps you find the answer. The trick is to work out which bit is the definition and which bit is the wordplay, and what type of wordplay, because there's a number of different sorts that there can be. But once you recognise these different sorts of wordplay that are within these crosswords, then the world of cryptic crosswords opens up like an oyster revealing that elusive pearl. So what I thought tonight was we've got a copy of last Thursday's cryptic crossword from the Age, slightly enlarged just in case. And so what we're just going to do is go through some of the different sorts of clues that are within that. So the first one, which is actually the easiest type of clue, is the hidden one. That's where the word is actually given to you within the sentence. It's usually indicated by the word in. So what the example that we've got here is 21 down. Potato in the peas pudding. So we have the in word is there. So we're looking for a word that means potato, which is in the peas pudding. If you have a look, usually it's across a couple of words. Anybody found it? Yep, spud. So there you go. You've got your answer. Simple. The next sort is a double meaning, and that's where both parts of the clue mean the same thing. So for example, one down, we've got pester, a member of the weasel family. So here we have the word pester, and we also have a member of the weasel family. It's about 5 letters. Does anybody work out that one?
Badger.
Badger, yeah. So believe it or not, a badger is a member of the weasel family. So yes, and it's the pester. They're the most common sort of cryptic clues, and you'll often find them is the anagrams. And these are, so you find them in a lot of different crosswords, and in fact some setters actually only use anagrams, which makes it a lot easier to work out what type of wordplay they're using. But there's how they do it is there's usually a signpost word which indicates the other words or letters that are to be muddled up, which gives you the definition. And often these signpost words can be things like doctor, somehow, mixed, stirred, hack, upset, terrible, explode. The list just goes on and on and on. There are many different indicator words. So with 10 across here, we have a painful condition somehow matures him. Now, the somehow is the indicator there. You should see that matures him happens to have 10 letters, which is exactly the same as the required definition. which is a painful condition. This one's a little trickier to sort of move around those letters, but has anybody got that one? Starts with R.
Rheumatism.
It is. So, rheumatism. Other ones.
Okay.
So simple when you know how. So the other one is, charades are also very common, and that's where the clue is made up of bits of other words, so you might be some abbreviations all put together, and they'll give you the final word. And the example here, we've got 9 across. In eager anticipation of silver ring, grandma's first. So, with this one, we're wanting in eager anticipation. Silver, what's the usual chemical letters for silver? AG. Yep, so we've got AG. We've got a ring. A ring is usually...
Round?
Yes, it's round, but it's also yeah. And then grandma's first is a G.
Oh.
So we have a goal.
Oh, crying.
What's the first letter of grandma there? So that's grandma's first. So that gives you a bit of an idea. There's also things like deletions where there'll be parts will be chopped off words, so that'll be indicated by things like tailless, or there'll be gutless where they'll take letters out, leave you with the letters that are left. Sometimes there might be headless, so they'll chop the first letter off a word, all those sorts of things. There's also things like containers where other words are contained within others. There might be words like grab or hold, and those might be in a word that are holding another word on the inside. So they're just some things to look out for. You get some codes which are maybe things like the first or the last letter of all the words in a sentence. That's, as well to give the word. The other one, which is quite a fun one in this one here, was alternations, which is when they use every second word, every second letter. And so the key words here will be things like evenly or regularly or odd. And so here we have 18 across. 3 knocky, drop every other one in the ditch. So we have drop every other one, gives you an idea that you're taking out every second letter. 3 knocky, that doesn't mean anything, so there's a good chance that that's where you're going to take the letters out of. And then you're going to get the definition, which is a ditch. So has anybody worked that one yet?
Trench.
A trench. So if you take out every second letter of 3 knocky, you get trench.
Oh my goodness.
So we have manipulations where it's moving a letter around. So maybe the leader of Iran is demoted and you might end up with rain. So you'll have homophones, and there's key words here are sounds like. So you'll have 21 across. Location has some sense by the sound of it. We have by the sound of it means you're going to have a homophone there. Which, so for sense, so something that sounds a bit like a sense but also means a location.
Here.
Sight.
Oh.
Could have been. Okay. We have exotic, so sometimes it's a foreign word, so there'll be French may indicate, the French will usually indicate the letters LE. And then there's the less common ones, but they can be quite funny, so things like puns. The Star of Westerns is a badge.
Which one?
No, it's not in there, sorry.
Oh.
There's a couple of them. They didn't have any of these ones in this particular one. So, and then the last one, which also isn't in there as well, is the rebus type of ones, and that's when you'll have GSGE, which is, if you move the letters around, you get a word. Oh, so
Geese.
Eggs. Which, so that, the answer in that case would be scrambled eggs. Or peep, which is look both ways. So there you have a couple of other ones too. So that provides a glimpse into the types of wordplay used. But you also need to be aware that cryptic crossword setters are by nature a flagrantly devious group of individuals, and it's their job to throw you off the scent. And so they're going to deliberately distract you and provide you with red herrings. So you've got to be aware. And if you're aware that they're going to trick you, then you're one step closer than being able to solve the clue. So give cryptics a go. Give your brain a workout and have a chuckle. Thank you.